Okay, here we are at the Tour de Elegance 2022, and I'm really jazzed because we're going to be on a 1938 Packard 12 on the tour. So this is exciting, so let's go check it out. Okay, here's the insider tip, okay? You got to get here early before Donald Osborne gets all the donuts. Today we're on the Tour de Elegance, the Pebble Beach Tour de Elegance. 60-mile tour down the coast of Big Sur. About 150 cars. They've been doing this, I think, since, I want to say 1998 or so. Just a fabulous event. In the morning, all the cars are gathering here. It's a little foggy, including this guy with this little three-wheeled machine. He went on the tour too. Just fantastic. You get to see these fabulously rare and unusual cars, all in action, all being run. It's quite different than seeing the cars on a static display somewhere where you can't look, can't touch. You can see these cars running in action. It just it takes on a whole nother dimension. You get to see history come to life. So much here. Where do you begin? It's just a pleasure to see these cars out and about. Gotta find my car somewhere. That must be somewhere. So many rare automobiles. It's amazing. There it is. There's my ride there on the left. That Packard is a 1938 Packard with special body, one-off body by the French coach builder Kellner. And that's going to be my ride for the day on the Tour de Elegance. Fantastic car. I'm going to sit up front. But first we'll take a look at some of these other cars. And the list here of cars goes on and on and on. Rare, historic cars. Not cars that look old, not cars that are restored or replicas. This is the actual cars. These are the real deal. This year they featured 32 Ford Roadsters, historic Roadsters. It's kind of fun to see that on the tour too, along with all the other big heavy classics. Interesting Oscar. This is a Steyr. That's a car you don't see very often. I believe they're built in Austria. Very interesting car. Beautifully styled. Rarely seen. Of course, there's a Bugatti, an unrestored Bugatti. Fabulous. And with an unrestored original XKE or E-Type. Lincoln was one of the featured cars. It's a nice Mark II. Not a Lincoln, actually, it's a Continental. It's a separate brand for 1956 and 57. So there's your thing. If you want to be an expert, you can tell somebody that's not a Lincoln, it's a Continental. It's fun for me to meet all the people that I talk to on the phone or email or I see them online over the course of a year. And they come from all over the globe. There's people from all over Europe here and different places, Australia, and it's just a nice time for me to catch up with these people because everybody's here. Just like at the show, everybody's at the show. A lot of people are at this too. This used to be kind of a quiet start, and then it got popular. People found out about it. Cat's out of the bag. Now there's a lot of spectators here, and for good reason. It's just really fantastic. And if you can't afford to go to the concours, because it is rather pricey for a ticket, you can come here and see not all the cars, but many of the cars for free, up close and personal. So I highly recommend it. And look at this machine here. I don't even know what that is, but it's it's trick. It's wild. And there it is. You just never know what you're going to see at Pebble Beach. Look at that thing. Incredible. Just beautiful Art Deco design. The cars are spilling back into where the cars are unloaded into the paddock area, for lack of a better word. All the cars are being lined up. Here comes a McFarlane automobile, very rare car. One of the featured marks this year is McFarlane. So consider it, we'll call it the Rolls Royce of American cars from the period. There's something for everybody. This I love. This is the car that won the 1950 Le Mans 24-hour race. It is a Taba Lago. When it won the race in 1950, it was an open-wheeled car, and it was rebodied in 1955 or 56 to run Le Mans again. But according to the car's owner, there is some original pieces of the body still underneath this, because it was an open-wheel race car, and they put this larger envelope-style body on it. There's a look at the Wilson pre-select shifter, which is amazing. But yeah, another historic car, Le Mans car right here, going down the road with everything else. Natale and all the places of planet Earth. This place, this time, the Tour de Elegance, there's nowhere else I'd rather be. This is the place to be on the planet if you're into old cars.
Yeah, let's do it.
There's a friend of mine pulling out in his beautiful Mercedes. He's driving. You're on the way. The route changes a little bit every year. This year, going down Big Sur, but first we're going through a little bit of a 17-mile drive. And the weather cleared, and it's just spectacular. I mean, look at this. Incredible.
Beautiful day. Tour de Elegance.
We are getting onto Highway 1, courtesy of the California Highway Patrol. Stop traffic so we could all merge on together. This is what you call a Pebble Beach traffic jam right here. There's nothing like driving down one of the most beautiful roads in the world alongside some of the most beautiful cars on the planet in a glorious 12-cylinder Packard. I mean, this is absolute heaven for me. I mean, it's just amazing. And this stunning 1938 Packard 12, bodied by the French builder Kellner, is supplied by my good friends at the Blackhawk Collection. They're gracious enough to invite me to ride along with them in this magnificent car. We come down to the end, we make a U-turn, we head back. We're being passed by a maybe 275 Ferrari. Really cool. The neat thing about heading back northbound, back up Big Sur, is you see all the cool cars that were in the later heats coming down, and so you get to see all these cool cars on the way back up. Really, really fun. And here we're crossing over the famous Bixby Bridge. You see a lot of photographs of cars on the bridge in different publications. It's just so scenic. And here we are, just effortlessly going by in a Packard. Packard is whisper quiet and smooth. Just an impeccably maintained and beautiful car to ride in. There's nothing like a 12-cylinder Packard. They're just fantastic cars. They're reliable too. They always seem to make the tour. Here's me on my happy place right there. It was a really, really fun tour, but the day's not over for me because I like to hang out and watch the cars come back in when they get put away back in the car carriers. These cars will all reappear on the lawn at Pebble Beach on Sunday, but today's Thursday, and they're just gonna put them away for a little while. There'll be people doing mechanical adjustments and detailing. This is the inside of our 12-cylinder Packard. Just an incredible car. And look at the woodwork in this thing. This car is just spectacular. Just incredible. So opulent, elegant. And the hood ornament is unique too. The hood ornament is actually Lalique crystal. Right, a genuine Lalique crystal horn ornament. Perfect accessory for a car of this stature. It's just music to any car guy's ears. Fabulous Packard with body by Grabber. Grabber was one of the featured coach builders, so they were featuring cars. They're featuring the cars this year at Pebble Beach with bodies by the Swiss coach builder Grabber, which is kind of neat. I mean, they bodied some of the world's greatest cars. Such a magnificent collection of cars. I mean, there's a boat-tailed Stutz right here, and there's a boat-tailed Auburn. Fantastic. Packard over here, and there's an Apollo built in Oakland or Berkeley, California in the early 60s. They made a handful of convertibles. This is one of them. They feature an aluminum Buick, small Buick V8, and Buick Skylark suspension components. There's one of my personal favorites is the Lancia B24 Spider. There's a dual Ghia concept car from I think 57. These look like beautiful. this is amazing. This is a Taba Lago Teardrop coupe, and I believe it's bodied by Fagoni or Fagoni Flashy. I can't remember. Everything about this car is incredible. I mean, look at that cowl design. It swoops up into the glass. That side window is so swoopy. It's really stunning is what it is. It's absolutely amazing. I can't get enough of this car. It just goes on and on. It does not quit with the coolness, the styling, the floating airplane wing bumper. Look at this taillight design. Just detailed. The bezel is just incredible. Dorsal fin in the back. It's kind of a French thing. That bat-shaped rear tailgate, or I should say trunk lid, kind of goes along with the rear glass. Everything is styled. Every piece of the car is styled. Look at the size of that fender skirt. It's huge. So look at the semaphore to turn signals. And since it's Taba Lago, it does have that Wilson pre-select transmission. Look at the interesting door handles on it. Everything about this car is just decoed out and fabulous. It's just a fabulous, fabulous car. Everything is detailed. I just absolutely enamored with this car. Just an example of some of the cool stuff you'll see at Pebble Beach. Just laying around in the parking lot. Look at that. I got another French car, the Elegance. Very expensive when it was new, top of the line, technologically advanced. This is an unrestored car in the preservation. I don't know if it's in the preservation class or the grabber class. It is another grabber body. Beautifully proportioned, nicely styled, elegant and sporty at the same time. I love seeing original cars. I love unrestored originals like this. Look at that upholstery. Love the patina. Just tells a story. It's an artifact. So nice to see it preserved. Look at the little lamp hanging there, delicate little stem on it, just hanging off the A-pillar. It's just so cool. Let's look at the grabber emblem on it there. Yeah, fantastic machine. Absolutely fantastic. It's a beautifully designed, well-balanced design. It's just an amazing car that you rarely ever see. There's another McFarlane. The ornament on the McFarlanes is always interesting to me. These are really rare cars. As I mentioned before, many people consider them the Rolls-Royce of American cars from the period. They're extremely, extremely expensive when they were new. Feature a large engine that has it's a 6-cylinder. I want to say it's somewhere around 600 cubic inches, 6-cylinder. Massive engine, 2 plugs per cylinder. Extremely rare to see a roadster version like this. Rumble seat and golf club door. Very, very few of these cars exist. I think someone told me they thought only like 14 of the McFarlane cars are in existence, and Pebble Beach has gathered half of them here for the show on Sunday. And there's 3 McFarlanes on the tour today. 3 of them at least, maybe more. It's really nice to see these cars being exercised like this. It's a handsome machine. And this, I fell in love. I have to admit it. It's it's a special grabber-bodied Duesenberg, and again, incredible styling. I mean, I've always liked bodywork by Grabber, but this year my appreciation has gone to a whole nother level on seeing this car. It is absolutely stunning, just incredible. It's really an Art Deco masterpiece. I mean, just look at this, and it just goes on and on and on. I love the bumpers. I love the sleekness of the car, and it just looks like a radical custom or hot rod. You can see this is the type of car that may have inspired modern coach builders or custom car guys like Rick Dorr. You can see how a design like this may have influenced their designs, that Fagoni and Falaschi. But this is just stunning. Even the door hinges are styled. They're like they're just finished off. I mean, just stunning. Very unusual trunk lid. The detail though, the taillights, there's a look at that bumper again. Look how that's crafted. Yeah, how do you make a Duesenberg even more beautiful? I don't know. They've somehow managed to do it here. Grabber landed up doing it. I mean, these cars are gorgeous in stock form, stock configuration. Used to seeing most Duesenbergs bodied by like Murphy, and they're beautiful, but this one, I guess they wanted more of a modern look, you know. By 1936, 37, the cars were Duesenbergs, the basic design came out in 1929. Perhaps they're looking a little dated by then. This is a total modern interpretation on bodywork for the Duesenberg, and just comes off great. Here's a lovely mid to late 50s Bentley. Really like the green and silver on this car. So after the tour, there's some of the cars just parked out near the Gooding tent. Very elegant. And there's our Packard on the lawn at Pebble Beach. It's been a great time. Thanks for joining us in the garage.